Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Monday evening and this evening we are talking paperwork because I just got an email from the local council, and what happens here in the UK if, as in my case, my mother who's in a care home runs out of money and can't pay the almost £6,000 a month or over £6,000 a month, then the council then takes over the payments. So my mum has got to that stage, or will be very shortly. So rather than have the bill running up, I have emailed them and said, this is what's happening. And I now have an email back asking for details, very detailed details, of what happened since my father and mother both went into care. About selling their property, about how long they've spent in care, how much was spent, etc., etc. Now, that was 3 years ago. Pretty sure I've got a spreadsheet somewhere that's probably about a year out of date, but pretty sure I started one just in case. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in the next wee while. But it just puts it in perspective for me. Here in the UK, if you see about the carers who had a job, they were allowed like up to 16 hours a week or something, and they were allowed to earn however much. But if they went over that, the government is now clawing it back. And they're clawing back everything for years going back. And best will in the world, I'm not too bad at paperwork. But I have been asked to help a couple of people with some, benefit paperwork, and I can't do it. It's so complicated. It's so detailed. It's, I have actually said to them, you're better going to Citizens Advice and asking for someone who's a benefit specialist, because I don't know enough. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know what the criteria is. And for me to learn that at speed is just going to be full of mistakes. Today, or as from today, I'm going to have to go and find bank statements for the last 3 years, or at least the ones I can find. I'm going to have to go and look up what was spent, find receipts, everything. And at the moment, I have spent, or we as a family have spent, hundreds of thousands of pounds in care home fees, because my parents inherited a home that was in a situation where it was placed, made it relatively valuable. Hundreds of thousands of pounds I have spent in care home fees just now. And now that my mum's bank account is down, or is heading down toward the limit of £30,000, which is what you're allowed to keep, I now have to justify what I've spent money on, where I've spent it, what I've done, etc., etc. So yeah, my brain's going to be fried for the next while. So this is going to be interesting. So the whole reason I'm telling you this is, if, like me, you are going to be the person dealing with somebody's financial affairs, especially if they're going into care, make sure you keep all the details, make sure you keep all the information, because they're going to ask you for it. And it's not going to be easy. So I am now going to go and get some chocolate biscuits from the stash, make myself a whole pot of tea, and get stuck in. Wish me luck. Catch you later.